For I am not ashamed of the gospel of Christ, for it is the power of God unto salvation to every one that believeth, to the Jew first, and also to the Greek. For therein is the righteousness of God revealed from faith to faith. As it is written, the just shall live by faith. For the wrath of God is revealed from heaven against all ungodliness and unrighteousness of men who hold the truth in unrighteousness. Because that which may be known of God is manifest in them, for God hath showed it unto them. For the invisible things of him from the creation of the world are clearly seen, being understood by the things that are made, even his eternal power and Godship, so that they are without excuse. Because that when they knew God, they glorified him not as God, neither were thankful, but became vain in their imaginations, and their foolish heart was darkened. Professing themselves to be wise, they became fools, and changed the glory of the incorruptible God into an image made like to corruptible men, and to birds, and four-footed beasts, and creeping things. Whereas God also gave them up to uncleanness, to the lust of their own hearts, to dishonor their own bodies between themselves. Who changed the truth of God into a lie, and worshipped and served the creature more than the Creator, who is blessed forever. Amen. So these ones, they knew God, they held the truth of God, but in unrighteousness. They didn't love God. Instead, they loved the things that he made. They worshiped the creation and the creatures more than the Creator. And therefore, in their lust for these things that God has made, and for their turning their backs on the Creator, this is how they became so vile. It says, for God gave them up to their vile affections. For even their women did change the natural use into that which is against nature. And likewise also the men, leaving the natural use of the woman, burned in their lusts, one toward another, men with men, working that which is unseen, and receiving in themselves the recompense of their error which was meet. Even as they did not like to retain God in knowledge, God gave them over to a reprobate mind, something wrong with it, to do those things which are not convenient, not fitting, being filled with all unrighteousness, fornication, wickedness, covetousness, maliciousness, full of envy, murder, debate, deceit, malignity, whisperers, backbiters, haters of God, despiteful, proud, boasters, inventors of evil things, disobedient to parents, without understanding, covenant breakers, without natural affection, implacable, unmerciful, who, knowing the judgment of God, that they which commit such things are worthy of death, not only do the same, but have pleasure in them that do them. He said that they've given themselves to the lusts. And this is what we find today. I was talking with someone the other day, and he finally told me that the reason why he couldn't become a Christian was because he could not love God more than anything else. He told me he loves the creation more than the Creator. Now, isn't that foolish? To become attached to what God has created instead of God himself. And their lust for these things caused them to do all kinds of evil deeds. Lying, stealing, all this conniving, this scheming to get ahead, to get what they want, to get the woman they want, to get the money they want in this world. And they sin against God horribly, even becoming homosexuals, lesbians. There is no bottom to the pit that they fall into when they turn their back on God.